What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we've got a really good fun formation I think all of you are going to love using, especially if you like the wing play. This is basically a guaranteed 3 versus 2 every single time, and it's one formation that you'll really enjoy if you just want to have fun but you still want to win your games. But before I want to get into it, let's say this video is sponsored by the One Football, and they are giving away 1 million FIFA points this year. Coming up to the New Year's, they're giving up 1 million FIFA points. Want to get your team better, especially for coming towards the team of the year time, you can then sign up to enter the competition. It's actually really easy. All you have to do is click on the link down below in the description or in the competition pin down below. They're giving away 1 million FIFA points absolutely free. All you got to do is first of all download the One Football app from this link over here. Make sure it's from this link over here. You guys know about the One Football app, one of the best football apps for football information, lineups, transfer news, etc. Then you got to fill in the forms below. All you got to do is copy and paste the first headline article you see when you open the One Football app, and then list 3 upgrades you'll make to your current team and why. So for example, if you've got Benzema, say you want to replace him with Mbappe, or if you've got, for example, Neymar, say you want to replace him with Jota. Enter all 3 of them, what platform you play in, enter your name, your email, your country of residence or where you live, and if you click and read the terms and conditions. If you agree with them, tick them and then press send, and that's it. You entered into the raffle, into the competition to win your share of 1 million FIFA points. It's going to be perfect to excel your team as we go into team of the year. But anyway, going straight back into the game. So this is a formation, I would say mainly, so I put this down as a very fun formation that I want us to make coming close to the end of the New Year's. So just feel free to copy these, copy them as it is because it works well with these. Defense style, we've gone with pressure on heavy touch. You can use balance or pressure on heavy touch. It's not that important. The key thing is you just want to be high up the pitch, so you can kind of get the ball back and counter your opponent. That's the key with this formation, okay? I would say balance for most. The width, we put this down to 14. The reason why is because you have 1 centre mid, and you kind of want your lamb and your ram, your left mid, ram mid, to be a bit more centrally. Now, what's not going to make sense now, but will make sense when you play the game is, that will be your left mid, that will be your right mid, and that is your lamb and your ram. Now, when you're attacking, these guys go down the wing, and then your fullback joins as well. So that's where you guarantee those 3v2 situations. So if you like to hold the ball, you like to cross the ball, like driven crosses, or you like going down the wing and then doing lofted passes back into the box, this is definitely going to be the team for you. And then we go over, so that's that. And depth, we put this a bit higher, 55, nothing too crazy. Width 45, nothing too crazy. Now this is the important ones you got to copy, okay? Put this to fast build-up play and put this to forward runs. So the idea is when you're defending, you will collapse back. When you get the ball back, once you won the ball back, these players are then going to run forward. Now you're going to have all 3 players on the side run forward. This way you're going to create, now most formation, let's say your opponent's playing a 4-4-2 or a 5-3-2 or 5-4-1, at maximum you can only ever create a 2v3 situation unless he brings back a striker manually to defend this. So in theory, you can always get through on the wing, guaranteed. There's actually no way you can stop it. The idea behind fast build playing forward runs, as soon as you get the ball, they're just going to run forward instantly, and that's kind of the plan in terms of how that works. And for the width, so the formation is already quite a wide formation. What you can do is you can use hug the sidelines, leave it on 50, or just put this on 70. So it's up to you. I would say if you're not used to using hug the sidelines in the game, leave the width on 70. But using hug the sidelines with this formation, make them even more wide, and that way you can do 1-2s down the line and in between the gaps. You'll really enjoy that. Players in the box, you can leave as many as you want, but since you're going to be crossing the ball a lot, you can actually bring this up higher than normal. That way for the striker, for the players inside the box. Now for the instructions, cam, or the striker should I say, stay forward, get it behind. Now there is no cam, there's a central mid. So this is going to be your defensive player. So we've got him on stay center the box, stay back while attacking, and you've got stay central, get it behind, stay forward. And then you got this guy on stay back, cover center on the edge. Now for these guys, the wingers, you can put them on stay forward if you want to, but I would recommend come back on the fence, get into a box. Come back in the fence, and this one you can put stay wide, get in behind, get into the box. So I'll do this again opposite side. Come back in the fence, get into the box. Come back on the fence, stay wide, get inside, get into the box. So the idea is this would be the most widest player at all times. And then you want your better attacker to be here. That way they'll be on the inside. And then you want these guys, your left back and right back, to overlap. Now the reason you put these guys on stay wide because you want them to be as wide as possible. That way your fullback can overlap and he can go inside or around. That's the whole idea behind that. You'll see when you use this formation. It's a really good fun formation to use. And then for left back, you'll put them on join the attack, leave this on balanced, don't put them on conservative, leave it on balanced, and overlap. That means that when you get the ball going forward, they're going to make an attempt to make a run on overlap. And because your player will be wide over there, they'll overlap behind them or try to go on the same line them. Now you're going to see, sometimes you end up getting 3 players like this. One here, one here, one here down the wing. Your opponent can only at one time ever have 2 players back. So you're thinking, I would say realistically, 1 left back and 1 left mid. That's the max they can have ever at one time. So all you have to do here is just do a 1-2 around them, and that's it. You've always got the guaranteed situation. You'll see when you use this in the game, and that's it. That is basically it. That's the basic instructions. It doesn't matter. The only problem is when you're defending, you could be in trouble. So what I would say is when you defend, you technically defend in a 4-5-1, technically. And that's why we put the width. You can reduce the width if you want to. But the idea is when you get the ball back, they just burst forward when they go on the attack. And in terms of players, so use the top tier striker that you would normally use here normally, because the guy will be getting inside the box regardless. When you get down the wing with, let's say with this player, you want all 3 of these guys to be running inside the box. Hence we have the instruction, get into the box for a cross. See that? For both the cams and the right back, that'll be there on the outside. So you're going to have the player. So if you run down the wing with this guy and you do a ball and you do a lofted pass out of the box, these guys will be trying to run inside the box, so he'll be hovering around the area like that. And that way you've always got 3 players coming in late, and of course you've got your striker as well. So put your main striker here. Then let's say you play a 4-2-3-1. Put your cam and one of your lamb and your ram. So if you've got like Neymar, let's say you got Mbappe up front, you could for example put Neymar and Messi here. So these are the guys that are going to be going on the inside, almost like cams in a 4-2-3-1. Now people ask me, can you put... they're gonna ask me, can you put drift wide on these guys? You can, and it makes you almost got 3 players like this, but they're too much in a line, I think. So leave them on balance. You can try them on drift wide if you want to. Through them, I don't really like them. I like them to be just unbalanced, and they're perfectly fine. You can always do the 1-2, and you'll see them make the runs inside the box if you do those 1-2s. So yeah, so the Messis and the things there. Then here, left mid and right mid, you want traditional left mids and right mids. So just traditional left mids and right mids. So in the middle, you can argue you want a CDM, ideally something like Kante, and then what you can do is you can put one of your center mids on the wide area, a fast one, or a traditional left mid or right mid. Someone like anyone generally like the Manes, the Salahs, they'll be perfect. So this is the key marksman players you still want to be in the yellow boxes. And if you think about the 4-3-3, left mid, right mid, and then your CDM in the middle. And that is the best way to line up the formation. But that is, of course, the 4-1-4-5-1 custom tactics. Let me know what you think about this one, because I'll be honest, I personally don't use the wing play that much, because as many of you guys know, I don't cross the ball in ever. And whenever I do go down the wing, normally I recycle it back to the middle anyway. But if you do like the wing play, make sure you do check out this formation. It's a really, really good formation to use. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and of course, I'll catch you next time. Hope you have a wonderful, hope you had a wonderful Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas if you are celebrating in January, and of course, a Happy New Year for those that are celebrating tonight. Thanks for watching, and don't forget the One Football giveaway. Link is down below in the description. Peace out.